What is going on, people of YouTube? My name happens to be Kurtyoy, and welcome to Game Week 14 preview. Now, this is recorded on the same day I've done a review, so if you see the same shirt, I don't wear the same shirt 2 days in a row. I'm just recording this day after the other because there's no point waiting a day when I don't think I'll have time on Wednesday to record it and get it up. So I'm recording it Tuesday and being proactive. I suppose first and last time I'll probably say that, but we've got 12 players that I'm going to be previewing today and how you should put them in your team. And we'll start from left to right, then we'll go down there, left to right. You know how it works. Starting off with the goalkeeper. Of course, you know, we could look at Willy Caballero and think, did he even play? Is this real life? But we are going to look at Joe Hart, and he's going to be making our first appearance because you're looking at the home game against Southampton. They're without Graziano Pella. They're looking poor at the moment, and I think hopefully if Vincent Kompany is back, it'll mean back to old ways. He does make a lot of saves, in fairness to him. He's made 6 saves, you know, against Liverpool. I bet he didn't play. Oh, that's because he didn't play. Oops, sorry, dumb moment. But he did make 6 saves against Liverpool, so obviously, you know, there is some quality in there, but defenders need to start stepping up for City if Kompany isn't playing, but they've still got a good chance getting a clean sheet nonetheless. Second of all, we've got, his name doesn't fit into 2 lines because he's got an incredibly long name. It's actually Costa Pantilimon. Now, this is a shock. You know, I never thought I'd see the day I'm putting a Sunderland defender, at least, or goalkeeper, into the top team. But, got a home game against Stoke. For me, Stoke haven't been that good. If I can find Stoke quickly, I've just highlighted it again awkwardly. I'm looking at Stoke. Let's see their fixtures. You're looking at, you know, the goals they're scoring. It's 1-1, 0-0, 1-1. They're not scoring that many. Sunderland can maintain it. And Costa Pantilimon has been in fine form. He does make a lot of saves, made a few saves again, 7, making his total for the season 54, which is insane. And if you look at the fact that oops, not my watch list, look at the fact that goalkeepers, look at the amount of saves, up there at the top. You know, that just about says it all. But lastly, I'm looking at the right and I'm thinking someone again who made it into, you know, the decent team of the week, and it is Stoke's side. Jack Butler, I can't see this. I can see this being a 0-0. I'm not going to lie. I can see this being a 0-0. Both are a safe bet. I just can't see any goals being scored. I literally can't. You know, they've been poor in the attack. Sunderland have scored goals, you know, but we saw against Crystal Palace they were very, you know, very more defensive. You know, just nicked the one. Stoke have been good at the back. They won't concede. Sunderland have been okay at the back, and Stoke have been poor up front, so they won't concede. 0-0. Both goalkeepers get him in, bench boost, clean sheets all round. Moving on to the defenders now, and we've got an Arsenal defender. Actually, no. First of all, we've got a Man City defender. He goes by the name of Vincent Kompany now. He's predicted to be back on the 28th. That is when their next game is. That is against Southampton, as I've already mentioned. If he's fit, he will have a clean sheet. As I mentioned, if you want to see my video on Manchester City, City do not have a title-winning team, they have a title-winning player, then go and watch that. It's on my channel somewhere, one of my recent videos. I uploaded it on Monday, so 2 days ago. Go and watch that. It's a good watch. I'll bring out some revealing stats. But Kompany, fantastic defender. If he's playing, he'll get a clean sheet. Only one time in this season he's played, he hasn't got a clean sheet. You look at that and thinking, that was against Norwich, and that was because of a mistake. Says it all about Kompany's form so far this season. And then we have an Arsenal defender. We have Mr. Laurent Koscielny. Now, he's in my team. Of course, didn't have a best of games against West Brom, neither did any of the Arsenal players. But, you know, they've got a lot of injuries. Flamini will have to come in. I'm thinking Flamini will have to play. Then you've got Cazorla, Ramsey, Sanchez, Özil as well. Giroud and probably Campbell will have to play. The bench is going to be looking very lacklustre. Maybe Gibbs in the midfield. Also, who knows? But still going to have a better defensive midfielder than Newcastle with Johan Gouffran being lined up. But Laurent Koscielny for me, you know, you're looking at who they're playing. Norwich away, been very poor. You know, maybe you can nick a goal and a clean sheet and grab himself 15 points, which he has done before this season, as you can see there against Swansea. And that was also away from home against a team that's struggling. Norwich are struggling also, so who knows? Who knows? But we move on to our last defender, and again, it's another player that I think could do well. And it's Billy Jones. Billy Jones had very wobbly season. You know, his last good game was against Newcastle, where he grabbed a goal and a clean sheet, grabbed an assist and a clean sheet against Palace. I can see him getting a clean sheet, but something is known that he's gone forward well this season. Of course, I haven't been the best of teams, but I feel just got this feeling that he will get another good game week this week, and it's worth the risk putting him in there. 4.4 million. You know, if you could transfer him in for anyone, he's not going to be that pricey. And if you don't like him, you can transfer him back out the next week. Because at the moment, my team is pretty set. I mean, admittedly, I'm making transfers just for the fun of it. I didn't really need to get rid of Graziano Pella because I'm still stacked up in my team. But, you know, it's needed because I always want to change, you know, get the players that are in form in like everyone else does. And I think Billy Jones is worth the risk. Moving on to midfielders now. I think we've already spent a lot of time. I can't see how much time we've spent. So I'm going to run through these quickly. Yohan Cabaye had wobbly last few games. Not really done anything in the last 4. Leicester away, United at home, Liverpool away, Sunderland at home. But kind of against a Newcastle team at home, they've been very rocky at the back. And we've seen, you know, before Newcastle away from home have not been the best of teams. So their chance. And Cabaye's chance to do it against his old club. We've seen Simpson do it to Newcastle. Will it be 2-2 for ex-Newcastle players? Yohan Cabaye? Who knows? Second midfielder we've got is another one that I'm going back to time and time again. His name is Mesut Ozil, Arsenal's best player at the moment. 7 assists, or assisted a goal in each of his last 7 games. Also, he's got 2 there. Look at his form. He's got 11 assists so far this season. This is the form Arsenal bought him in. If he can go and get like 30 odd assists a season, what a player to have at your club. Because, you know, not only can he grab a few, which he's already grabbed one so far this season against Manchester United, he can also assist. That's a fantastic attribute to have to your team. But Mesut Ozil, he's in my team. You can see him right there, and he's definitely worth the risk in your team because he just cannot stop assisting. And looking at his next coming games, you're looking at Norwich away, Sunderland at home, City or Villa away. Those next 3 games, he'll make it 10. I can see it. Even against West Brom when they're poor, he'll make it 10. And City at home, who knows? You know, who knows? With or without company, they could be a liability. Without company, definitely worth the risk. And lastly, for the midfielders, I love to take risks, and I've taken another one by putting him in here. Mr. Raheem Sterling. Now, didn't really have the best of games at Liverpool. Played 90 minutes, non-existent throughout most of it. Did have a few decent chances, but, you know, maybe nerves got the better of him. As you can see there, not really did anything green. But, Southampton at home. I mentioned this, we've got City players all the way through so far. He will do well. I've got a good feeling he'll want to come back from this and think, you know, I'm going to show them how well I can play. And I'm going to do that by playing well. Does that, you know, he can get a bit of a monkey off his back. Because, you know, you're looking at that, his form has been a bit wibbly wobbly. You know, he's been here, there and everywhere. 4 goals, 2 assists though, not too bad, but could be better. Raheem Sterling will hopefully make an impact in this game. And I, if I had my transfer left, would take a risk on him. There's the certified certainty there. And lastly, we're going to go with some strikers. I'm going to run through them quickly. Lukaku's been a beast so far. 14, 8 and 12 points. Need no introduction. Away against Bournemouth. Come on now. Come on. Again, I'm wishing I could have put Lukaku in instead of Sergio Aguero because I feel like Lukaku's going to do more than Aguero. Second of all, talking about Aguero, he's the person I've got in my tail. I don't even click on him. He's right here. Sergio Aguero scored a goal, came back into a goal. But will his fitness show? I think he'll be fit enough to start again, hopefully. If he does, I think he'll get a goal. You know, he's shown maybe he hasn't been his best because, of course, he only scored in 3 different games this season, and he's played in 9, so, you know, that's pretty poor, I have to admit, but, you know, easy to see that Aguero's a finisher. He will get you some goals. Lastly, again, another risk. Well, it's not a Chelsea striker, don't worry, it's not Diego Costa, it's actually Connor Wickham. He's only picked up 8 points this season. You know, started at only 3 of them, but they're home to Newcastle. And we saw when Leicester played them away from home, who got the goals? 3 different strikers got the goals. 3 different strikers, right place, right time, right finish, right scoreline. I feel like that's exactly the same thing to Connor Wickham. And again, ex-Sunderland player willing to do it against Newcastle. So, for me, definitely worth the risk. Again, if I had my transfer, he might be out for Ighalo. Who knows? But thank you guys for watching. Nonetheless, that is all the players I've got for you. So, just to read them out: Joe Hart, Pantilimon, Butland, Company, Koscielny, Jones, Kabay, Özil, Sterling, Lukaku, Aguero and Wickham. There we have it, all the 12 players I want. Get one of them in. If they do well, then, well, thank me later. Thank me later. Like the video if you feel like they're going to do well. But thank you guys for watching nonetheless. If you have liked this video, remember to leave a like. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And subscribe if you feel like I am worthy. Hopefully you've all enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next episode. But for now, peace.